My name is Olive. My artist name is LOOMA. I create music, content revolving around music, and um, I like to teach people about how to make songs and use synthesizers. I started off playing piano when I was younger, and then later in my life I kind of took a break from using like instruments. Eventually I got into creating music using GarageBand on my iPad when I was in late elementary school probably. I got into recording myself playing piano, and I spent a lot of time just like using the pre-recorded loops in GarageBand. I found that very fun because I could like incorporate instruments that I didn't have into my music. At some point in high school, I started making music with my friends, and we just used like Audacity on one of our friends' laptops and recorded ourselves like making music, and it wasn't anything too impressive, but it was a lot of fun. And then that kind of eventually led me to want to start producing the music behind it, because what we would do was use like free music off of YouTube or something like that, and I wanted to make something a little bit more than that. So that's when I got into FL Studio, which is the DAW that I use to this day. I like to use a lot of sound design that you wouldn't typically hear on like popular music. I'd say that since most of my music is produced electronically, it could fall into the category of EDM, but I feel like the idea around electronic dance music is more like raves or like clubbing and stuff, and I wouldn't say my music fits into that category. Electronically produced, I think, is a better term to describe it. I like to make educational videos, and I like to teach people how to do the things that I do, because I feel like there's a lot of like gatekeeping in like the music world. I think there's a lack of like visual representations of what's happening with audio, and I think they can be super helpful. I've been like kind of working on creating a lot of like visual demonstrations or examples of like music. I think that's a helpful way for a lot of people to understand how different things in music work, is just visually. Originally, I started making content on social media just because I thought it was cool. I didn't really have any like plans for anything to like get any type of views. I applied to work at Patchworks, which is a synthesizer store in Seattle. Started producing content for them and ended up doing like surprisingly well. In our first year or first like summer of doing it, we became the biggest music shop on TikTok, which was pretty cool. I also was doing stuff on my own channel, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of those, and doing also surprisingly well. And it's a little intimidating. At this point in my life, I'm taking like a step back because I was really involved with social media, and it was like kind of affecting me in my mental health and like stuff like that. When it happened, well, I'm still like kind of in the process of recovering from like burnout, because I did put like a lot of effort into creating the things that I created. I think it was almost an unhealthy amount of work that I put on myself, and there's definitely like repercussions for doing that, which I didn't really think of or didn't really think would affect me. I guess like my process for recovering from like burnout is giving yourself time and understanding that you'll get it back. Like that's the thing that I worried about the most. Like what if I just never want to make music again? And like although maybe I've made music less since I've been burnt out, it's never stopped. I've never like stopped liking music. It's always been something that I enjoy, and it's always something that I will enjoy.